I welcome you to our program, which is entitled Intro to Integrated Theology. I am your host, Bishop Dr. Terry K. Reeves. Today, we're going to continue on with our supplemental lectures for Lecture 10. Today's lecture is entitled Intelligence Begets Categories. Intelligence begets categories. When we look at the term logos then from St. John 1 and 1, in the beginning was the Word or the logos. Logos then basically refers to a mind that is active in thinking about specific thoughts that generate thoughts. As it relates to God, logos then is God and his mind thinking, and God bequeathing the power of thought and the power to create or imagine thoughts to all sentient beings. And so the thinker of the thought gives thought or the capacity to think to all sentient beings, whether they are angelic or whether they are human. And so logos then is the beginning of all thought. And the beginning of all thought produces the conceptual abilities to now take information from all of the sensations or the senses and all of the experiences that one has in reality that comes through the senses. Sight invokes specific images that we can now elaborate on and understand, and we will preserve these thoughts and these sights deep within our unconscious minds. Sound, how we hear the tones, the pitches, the words, and how the living voice mechanizes or materializes the emotive stances from words, how they are spoken, the syllabic emphasis, how we emphasize the color of words, or how we illustrate using unique words and their definitions, as well as the timbre of our voice. And so all of these things brought forth thoughts, and all of these thoughts originate in the mind of individuals. In the mind of God, there was always wisdom, there was always knowledge, and there was always what we would call an ology, a pro-ology. Before God ever began to speak, to share his knowledge, create based upon his knowledge, there was a pro. There was the will of God as to how God desired for creation to be. And this desire for creation to be a specific way caused God to organize by placing things in their neatly systemic categorical places. And these places then always, according to the categories, had an objective. God created categories with the objective of revealing specific aspects concerning creation and specific aspects concerning what we call knowledge and wisdom. And so, based upon these elements, we understand then that categories, where you see systemic categories, you understand that there is what we call intelligence. And because the universe and all existence contains categories such as planets, categories such as stars, suns, galaxies, solar systems, universes, black holes, red giants, and white dwarfs. All of these things are categories concerning the phenomenon that exists in the heavenlies. And so when we look at the universe, we can't help because we have the capacity to categorize things, put them in their places that are most alike. And this reveals that a systematizer set things in order so the human mind that was given the complete patternization to think and to utilize patterns and to utilize systemic structures of categories for the place and for the purpose of understanding structured order, understanding the universe as God so desires it. I thank you for joining me. This is all the time we have. This has been Integrative Theology, or the intro to. I am your host, Bishop Dr. Derek K. Reeves. Until next time, continue to join us and be ready, because Jesus is coming.